No slacking, soldier.
I'm coming.
What?
Close combat fighting out, but fight. I'm Mariah. You're welcome, but you're all everything. We all complete all. Hugger, you are Mark. You'll learn.
I think
Way more than the only. You're no. So.
that's it for now.
Come back when you want.
You, Outlander, come and trade.
She's with us. Let her pass. Outlander, Chief Hikaru and Marshal Katalo await you within.
The core route should be starting soon. Once it's done, I'll be able to access the chamber below Hikaru's throne. And ether.
Outlander, the Chief awaits you in the arena, past the throne.
This must lead to the arena. It's another part of the ruins. Turned into a fighting ring. This could be useful.
Aloy, it seems you've had to move mountains to bring the Sky Clan to heel. Literally.
Katalo helped.
Yes. Tekote reprimanded for all the clan to see. You both served well. But now the cool route is at hand. Some have come to compete, others to bear witness. They know Regala will come for me.
I'll do whatever it takes to hold up my end, as long as you remember yours. So what's the plan?
Katalo.
There are only two viable ways to attack the arena. Through the throne room you just passed, and by the trail on the north end. We've set up barricades at both. But if Regala means to assault the cool route with machines, she will have to attack by the trail.
You will join our defenders there. Hold the line, and I'll have my marshals. You will be free of my service and receive your reward. Make whatever preparations you must. Once the cool route begins, you must see it through.
The grove.
Yes, here the land remembers.
Sacrifice.
The visions tell us that they gave their lives. We honored them by holding them.
You called them peacekeepers, but the marshals I met at the embassy were warriors.
Warriors, yes, but more. They renounced the clan that birthed them and pledged themselves to order and peace. They enforce my law. They settle disputes and stand for Tenakth. Without them,
I know where I'll be. What about you two?
I will be here with the chief, where I belong. Should the fight reach us, we will take the blood owed for our fallen.
if it comes to that, the defenses will hold.
Let's get this over with.
Good. You'll strike true.
We'll assist Marshal Catalo regarding that. We all have our orders. We'll see the cool route. The cool route will start as soon as the chief gives the order. We'll assist Marshal Catalo regarding the chief.
The challengers will soon enter the arena. Join Deca at the north barricade.
We all have our orders. We'll see the cool route. The desert time is good for this challenge.
I hear another hunting grounds record has been broken.
You're watching history.
Ceremony, not entertainment.
The spirit of the Tenakth is found in the cool room. Carl is Regala who bears the guilt.
The memorial grove will not fall for Regala.
Mr. Cote. Slugs, of course.
Upcomer, Easterner.
Didn't think the Sky Commander himself would be joining us today.
If there's a chance my challengers will be facing Regala, it is only right their commander join in their fate.
Or maybe you need to save face after what happened at the Bulwark.
Careful now. Sometimes sharp wits bring out sharp spears.
I'd save my spear for Regala's troops, if I were you. Okay. Hikaru's defenders should be at the end of this trench.
We must hold. And look, we are not alone in this fight. Focus on the machines. Take them down, and Regala's forces become no different from our own.
Yes, Chaplain.
Watch each other's backs. Dismissed. Our soldiers are ready. They will defend the cool route from below. But from above...
Not bad. Where did you get it?
One of our squads ripped it off a fallen machine. The honor is yours. Regala may have her tricks, but you will show her our teeth.
Dana! The cool route is upon us! Our struggle demands new blood! New leaders! Face the quarry! Challengers, approach! All who take down a machine shall be named Marshal. Remember the 10! Strike from the air as they did, and seize your glory!
Hold them back! Defend the cool route! There. What is that?
I don't know. Hold the defenses!
Go!
can draw that thing close! Open fire! Hey! That's right! Over here, you big worm!
Slow down and catch up to Regala. Hopefully the Denal can find some shots from that ballista. Regala went after Hikaru and Katalo. I gotta get to them. Ready for anything, no? This isn't finished! I'll be back with everything I have! And all who stand with Hekarro will be run red.
At attention. You fought well. Proved yourself against enemies both metal and flesh. I name you all Marshal. Your first order is to secure the arena from any remaining rebels. Go. I failed. I should have finished Regala. But now she'll be back with more machines. Stronger than ever.
I'll do what I can to help.
No, you've done enough. Far more than our bargain called for. When we first met, you spoke of your true mission on which all depends. I wasn't certain if I believed you then. But I believe in you now. So leave me. And get to your task.
What will you do?
Tend to the wounds. What you need is there. Take it. Your deeds today will be remembered like those of the 10.
This is it. There's below. What is this place? There. That console. Come on, Aether. Time to go home. Elizabeth Sobek. Alpha Prime.
Master override activated. Restoring Ether subordinate function to original code.
Got it. Now to get this back to Gaia.
The visions in the grove have changed. The visions throughout the grove are different now. And this one, it just appeared. Is this your doing?
Visions have changed.
That's the one that inspired Chief Hekarro.
More testimony of the old ones.
Hear now the words that reunited a people. Following the tragic events of the war, Anne Faraday, the chief architect of the reconciliation effort, addressed a nation in need of hope.
If we look into the future, the lens of the recent past, our fears loom. Wars waged against machines, scarcity of food and water, storms that drive us from our homes. But true courage means facing those fears with conviction instead of cynicism. Leading the peacekeeping effort with these brave men and women, these marshals of the new Southwest, has strengthened my conviction that when we are united, we can overcome any threat. Join me. Join us in that conviction as we strive for a nation and a world without want or war.
Reporting for duty, Commander. I'm coming with you.
But Hikaru needs you.
Because of you, he has new marshals. And a rallying cry the clans cannot ignore. So I will stand with you on your mission. Give whatever is left of my life. It is what I choose.
How can I say no to that? Zoe, there's someone who wants to join us. I need you to meet him in the foothills and guide him the rest of the way.
Will do, Aloy.
Go to the mountains, west of Plainsong. A friend of mine will meet you on the ascent. I'll join you when I can.
A friend of yours? Should be interesting.
All right. I need to get Ether back to Gaia. Seems like capturing it did something to the other holograms, too. Might be worth checking out.
Calendars should put on a show. New marsh.
Your spear shall lead us.
Blood of the Ten, Aloy. I doubt you have enough skin to mark all.
We'll just have...
But that's not why I wanted to speak. My grandson. Which means he must still...
He was taken prisoner.
No. Like many young soldiers, I must... Chief Hikaru cannot... Unless you'd be willing. I know it is much...
What made...
For some, Regala represents a chance. During the Red Raids, it wasn't easy to turn the clans back at Bar. Many wanted to pursue the Karja all the way to...
So when Regala attacked the embassy, they...
Yes. But others? The young care only about the glory they think they'll earn by hunting. As for Cavo... Nothing I said...
You said
Yes. Every skirmish, one by one, I buried my...
I'm sorry.
I tried to vent my grief only in the wisdom, and even so...
If Cavo will Hikaru...
The chief knows the value of mercy, and the toll of the rest that they won't quickly even with my support.
But you have to try. I'll help you find...
A while back, our scouts... His squad never returned, but the scouts also spotted...
So we'll start at the outpost, free the prisoner, maybe...
Shall we head out?
I have some other things to take care of.
I'll wait for you on the hill crest, southeast of the grove. We'll make our way to the out... Until then...
The final battle with Regala is nigh. I can feel it.
Join JTF-10 for a covert operation deep within the ring forest.
How did you manage that? We won't let Regala take the grove.
I picked it up right as the machine.
You are the tip of the spear that shall finish Regala.
By the way, Regala's coming for Hikaru. It won't be long. You up for a game of strike later? Okay. You should know that I love you.
There she is. We should go.
Champion, I fear we must lean on your strength and generosity again.
Just tell it to her straight, Deka. The tribe needs the arena. She's our only hope to getting it open again.
You need the arena? But the cool route's over.
That's true, but we also use the arena to boost the tribe's morale.
We use it for training. Herd in machines so our soldiers can experience the glory of the kill in a controlled setting.
Which, of course, boosts morale. But Chief Hikaru won't let us reopen the arena until the ballista protecting the field is repaired.
We need it in case a machine runs amok, and it was damaged during the cool route. The parts we need aren't easy to find.
I get it. You need me to hunt down some machines and grab the parts.
we'd ask someone else, but every squad in the Grove is on alert. But the task is not without compensation, right, Kala?
Of course. Once the arena is open again, I would be honored to invite you to compete. A wide variety of machines will be available.
And I will award you prizes for victory. Not just from the arena, but also for medals won at hunting grounds. You'll be able to trade them for some of the tribe's very best gear.
To fix the ballista, we'll need a sinew from a rollerback, along with some bristleback tusks. Both kinds of machines have been spotted near a campfire to the southeast. When you're done, bring the parts to me at the maw of the arena, on the northeast side of the Grove.
Okay. I'll see what I can do.
One more thing. If you're going back into the wilds, I have another duty tied to our soldiers' morale. A regrettable one. Every Tenakth soldier carries a tag carved with their squad symbol. Rebels have been hoarding the tags of the soldiers they kill. You might find such tags at any enemy outpost. If you do, bring them to me. I'll make sure they're returned to the soldier squad mates and loved ones. Having confirmation sometimes soothes their grief. And there are bounties involved, if that matters to you.
I've already found some of those tags.
I don't have anything to pay you with here. Bring them to me at the maw of the arena when you can.
Thank you, champion. And please don't forget the parts for the ballista.
Like this? Oh, you're not waving a hammer around, Aaron. Try a gentler touch.
And my big sausage fingers don't really do gentle, okay?
Bring it back. Trace the line. To your right. Other right.
I just saw it. It's the one Aloy found up north. Gotcha! They call it a concussion beat party or something. Yeah, now that's music.
Aloy!
Erend, you're all better. And you're here.
Varl said you might need some help after all. Doing, complicated things.
We still have much training to do, of course. One does not become hunter in a day.
Each seed grows at a pace of its own. Doesn't mean it won't bloom. You should know your Tenakth friend arrived.
Kotallo.
I heard their warriors drink people's blood. Might want to sleep with one eye open.
I think he's seen enough blood for a lifetime.
I showed him to one of the rooms. He seems to appreciate the privacy.
Looks like you've got things under control. I should get this to Gaia.
Right. We'll keep on training. Catch up as fast as we can.
I'm seeing glyphs in my dreams already.
Well, while you've been off gallivanting around, I've been working with Gaia to find out more about the land gods. So from where I'm standing, you're in need of some training. Come along.
Okay. Oh, and I delivered your message to Talana. She headed for that Oseram camp you two were looking for, to the southwest.
I wouldn't have taught you the song if I didn't like the way you sing it.
So you like hearing you?
I sure don't. Sound like a dying lawn letter.
Holograms. Gaia, I thought you said the data here was lost.
I was able to repurpose the equipment to store the data you have acquired in your travels.
Hey.
Hey.
Nice.
Well, it's not...
Right. Well, I can see why you had your doubts about bringing us along. It is a lot to take in. But, don't worry. That's nothing I can't handle.
Right. I see Varl gave you a focus.
Well, it doesn't look as fashionable on me, but by the Forge, the things I've been able to see. Granted, a lot of them are bad, you know, the old world ending and such. I'm still trying to wrap my head around most of it, but I never really understood how you were ever able to find my sister back in the Sundom. And now I do, sort of. It makes me feel like I could be useful, you know?
It takes some time, but yeah.
Granted,
How are you settling in?
Varl's been helping me get the lay of the land, when he's not getting all tongue-tied. I don't know who makes him more nervous, that Gaia lady or our new Utaru friend.
Well, what about the Vanguard? Aren't you supposed to be back east, ordering them around?
I sent some of them back to Meridian with a message. I doubt Avad will mind me sticking around to help the savior of Meridian.
I guess you know what we're up against by now.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. When Varl first told me those bastards come from the stars, I thought he'd eaten too many of those medicinal berries. Yeah, but I've gotten used to seeing impossible things. I just wish they weren't always trying to kill us.
Yeah, you and me both. So...
He's, quiet. I thought his people were supposed to be blood...
You shouldn't believe everything.
Yeah.
I see.
I mix...
So, Talana came by the base?
Yeah, more like rushed through. Only Carja I've ever met who's...
I should get going.
I just keep...
Wow, this place is...
Yeah, and Gaia placed all the data she got with the focuses you gave us. We'll be able to access it at our own, learn, and if you need us.
Got it. How...
You know we really are. Look, she reads glyphs faster than I can.
Of course. Looks like I was wrong. Their ship didn't explode on its way to Sirius like everyone thought.
And we saw how they lied about creating a better future at their launch facility. Guess they lied about what happened to their ship, too. But still...
I couldn't put a single dent in their shields, Varl.
That didn't stop you from resurrecting. Won't stop us from using him.
Let's hope that's enough. You guys reading some?
We just finished going through all the logs you collected back in Norater. It's hard to imagine that my ancestors were trapped inside, without the knowledge from Apollo to guide them.
Thanks to Ted Faro.
Yeah. I wonder how the world must have seemed.
Not to mention terrifying.
And they became an entire I wanted to pay my respects for those who fell when we were at. Told him I'd never seen anyone throw themselves at a machine. He said a warrior For a second I thought I never thought of Tanakh than a Nora.
I'm guessing Talana didn't...
You got that right. Makes you wonder what this Amadis guy did to grab her attention.
Whatever it was, she didn't tell me.
Must be quite a story.
I guess she'll tell... How's...
And we all have our difficult moments. But I'm hoping Oseram's stubbornness prevails.
How's everyone?
Just taking it all.
Think you can hold the...
If Aaron stops list, we'll be fine.
Varl looks happy about his training.
Learning is best done.
Have you gone back to plane?
I thought about it. The chorus already thinks me a thorn, and if they knew what we did, even if they understood this, no.
What are you up to?
Gaia was kind enough to put together. She helped me decipher some of the... It's not easy, but...
That's good to hear. I see you've settled.
Gaia did say this place so we could regain control of... nurture them like the land gods do. It does strike me as odd that a place of like...
Sounds...
Yes. But Varl tells me that she too...
Yeah. You've spoken with...
A few words. Tanakhs don't have... You must have made quite the impression for him to offer his fealty.
So you've been...
Yes. Including their demise, and... I was... past, but... reborn?
You've been getting to know Aerith?
Of course. In this case, a very loud friend.
Did Gaia tell you?
She did. To think that there are places among the... It is... and heartbreaking.
So, how does a tribe like the Utaru manage to maintain the peace with warriors like the Tanakhs?
By holding them off. But Plainsong's dishes provided... In the end, even the Tanakh... The Utaru promised to provide... In exchange, the Tanakhs would relinquish one of their own. A veteran. To train the Utaru. This custom was abandoned a few years after the...
I believe I've met them. You called your... I've been meaning to ask. You didn't seem to be...
That's what happens when you're the one Utaru who... When the Karja invaded the Utaru plains, they burned our fields. Took our people as slaves.
To be sacrificed in the Sun Ring.
I was helping the healers back then. The chorus was divided in how others believed the dishes would keep up. And while they bickered...
Couldn't have been easy.
I come from a small village near Plainsong. I moved to the dishes when I decided to apprentice as a healer, but the injured kept pouring in. One day, I rushed there with the healers to help the survivors, but the smell of burning flesh haunts me.
I'm sorry, Zoe.
I made it a point to appear before the chorus as I was denied.
Right, I should probably...
I shall return to our...
Do you have...
I do.
You called
to all... I try to bring...
You said you set out to...
I did. News of my... Before I knew it. We knew we couldn't take on the cart. We ambushed smaller raiding.
Sounds like you were...
Enough that the Tanakhs took notice. We chased the enemy...
You said you were at Barren Light when the Tanakhs defeated the Karja?
Tanakh marshals climbed the cliffs of the Daunt under cover. Before we knew it, the gates were... What happened next? When all the dust and bloods our enemies defeated, I went back to Plainsong.
Is that when you became a...
I thought... Then you came along. I could either sing at people...
I'm glad you chose the latter. I need to head out.
I'll return to...
Hey, Gaia? Why doesn't this door have power?
At my current operating level, I am only able to restore functionality to part of this facility. In time, that may change.
Got it. This is the rite of passage that Vashav gave me at the embassy. I liked him. He seemed like a good man. I think he was really looking forward to going home. Huh. Looks like someone's rearranged stuff in here.
Aloy, I see you found your room. Your companions thought you would appreciate a private space of your own.
That was thoughtful of them. My old spear. Rust helped me make it. When I finished my training. Feels like so long ago now. I've been carrying Elizabeth's pendant with me for months. But since we're gonna stay a while, I think I'll keep it here, where it'll be safe.
you're ready, please merge ether with me. Afterwards, I must discuss an important matter with you.
So, what did you want to discuss?
While you were away, I received an unusual transmission on my dedicated Aletheia frequency.
Aletheia. That's one of the sub-functions you couldn't detect before.
Yes. The transmission occurred so slowly that at first it seemed like an accidental blip of data amongst background static. Once I noticed this irregularity, it took some time to collate the complete message.
Coordinates. Where does it lead?
To a mountain to the northwest of this facility. A word of caution, Aloy. It is possible this transmission is genuine. It is also possible it is being broadcast by someone or something else.
You don't think it's actually Aletheia?
I am uncertain.
What's SOS?
It is an old world code. A distress signal. A desperate plea for help.
Why would Aletheia send a coded transmission on—
I believe it was done as a precaution, or at least to create the— I am also uncertain why and respond to it as far as it is aware.
Okay, so either Aletheia is in trouble, or someone else is trying—
That is my conclusion.
Could this—
According to the data I reviewed on your focus, the Zeniths recovered the other Gaia root kernel. It is feasible they used it to gain access to my internal frequencies.
So—
Possibly. If they intended to provoke me, I would expect the communication to be more routine.
Right. You said the coordinates lead to a mountain to the northwest. What's there?
I have no record of anything.
Okay, and what about—
I have queried my event. Perhaps its meaning can only—
All right. I'll go to the coordinates and check out the source of the transmission.
All by yourself? Ha! No way.
I included Erend and Varl in this briefing via their focuses. I concur that you should not investigate this alone.
What if it's a trap?
Of course it could be a trap. But if it really is Aletheia, then it's in trouble, and I need to bring it back. Don't worry. I'll be careful and—
We're coming with you.
Fine. Go grab your things.
We'll wait for you at the west exit, in case you need to upgrade your gear.
Good to know. I'll check it out when I can. Looks like someone's made this space their own.
I see you found Varl and Zoe's room, Aloy. I believe they wanted private accommodations.
I see. Looks like Erend and Katalo moved their stuff in. Oh, looks like I can open that door now. Gaia, what was this room for?
This was intended to be a recreational room for Control Center operatives. Unfortunately, the entertainment module was lost with the Apollo data.
Let's do that. There's data here. Another room. What for? No good. Door's locked until Gaia can restore access. Gaia, it looks like all the stuff down here connects to the dome. What's it for?
This facility was designed to process an immense amount of data from the terraforming system. This is where it would have been stored.
Welcome back.
Gaia, what is this?
It is a control console for a drone-based imaging system connected to this dome. I will transmit the relevant data to your focus.
Huh. So this Cyclops is a... network of drones to monitor the deteriorating biosphere conditions. I guess it was meant to display on the dome, but the drones aren't connected anymore. I think I can reconnect some of them already. And it seems like there are more out there. There. Let's see what we got.
Excellent choice.
That was sneaky of you. Patch.
I am pleased. Is there something you would...
How's Kotallo doing?
I detect that though he has not... I may be able to...
Really? How are things?
Zoe has been studying in an effort to understand that without the abilities of Hephaestus. However, Zoe and I are...
Well, keep at... Varl and Zoe?
Indeed. While studying old world data, Zoe discovered references to... She appreciated the similarities and encouraged Varl.
And how did that go?
I believe they have agreed to disagree.
How's Erend
He is becoming increased...
What did he do?
He unfortunately crushed his first focus as he attempted to. Amongst a number of Oseram curses, he is given repeat...
Well, good thing... So the Hades proved it used to be a Pharaoh research.
Yes. It appears to have been one of many recent...
I guess it wasn't enough to build automated killing machines. So, a while back, before the battle, I discovered another AI there. One not related to... It was created to oversee operations for a volcanic stabilization project. And it spent the last 1,000 years in isolation. I'm guessing you didn't...
No. From the date, an effort by its creator.
Any chance it could...
I have already attempted, given its previous experience with accepting an outside network.
Right. Because last time Hephaestus and... Well... The processor Ether was installed on was part of an ancient war museum. Do you know any...
My knowledge of historical events was unfortunate. However, climate data indicate such conditions would see...
But they wouldn't have built a museum.
Yes. Data suggests that temperature...
There was an ancient tank embedded in the bulwark, buried under a bunch of...
During the Pharaoh Plague, the U.S. military resumed the use of human combatants. It is possible the vehicle...
So they fought against the Pharaoh machines in the valley, until the mountain was blasted apart and buried them. So this facility, the Regional Control Center...
For the local had humans received their education from the Apollo database. They would have then been guided here, as that never happened.
Until Minerva decided to settle here. So I guess this room was meant to keep an eye on...
Yes. From here, the weather and... It may be possible to... Should you find and...
I'll keep a lookout. Gaia?
Her presence is interwoven with my memories. We exchanged greetings, names. It was the first of many conversations. I enjoyed...
Your friend?
Yes. Though I am glad she made it home.
She was okay with that. Thanks, Gaia. So, the greatest minds, all working to build the terraforming system. What was it like?
Personnel worked in rote. Within a month of the project, Elizabeth encouraged me to spend... She said it was important to experience...
What were they like?
Scared. Hopeful. Determined. They were hurt. I owe everything to them.
So, Poseidon...
Poseidon controls the orb once it is restored to me, but I must warn you.
I'll be careful. You mentioned that the superstorms...
Yes. Thanks to Ether's capability.
Well, that's a relief.
I will continue to
Why did Ether take up...
As with the other subordinate functions, Ether, one in the museum, appears to have been sufficient.
So Ether was assured it could stay for...
Correct. Though it is curious that it chose a place surrounded with the ancient ruins of aircraft.
Maybe it also felt... The missing subordinate...
Artemis rewilded the Earth with a variety of animal species. Eleuthia was responsible for gestating, nurturing, and acculturating a new generation of human beings. Apollo was tasked with preserving, organizing, and disseminating vast archives of human knowledge and cultural achievements. Unfortunately, all archived Apollo data was purged on the 2nd of February, 2066, by order of Ted Faro.
Faro, huh? I really hate that guy.
Understandable. He appears to have been pathologically...
All 3 of the missing functions have already... Or were. Do you still need...
Restoring their... Perhaps Artemis and Apollo...
What?
Demeter, so...
So once I bring it...
While permanent restoration requires, however, a word of warning. Like Ether and Poseidon, Demeter's response to my query was highly irregular. Alone and frightened.
Okay. So if I guess we can assume that they're...
Yes. They appear to make further, they seem to be energy field.
Yeah, no kidding.
Throughout every defense. For example, assuming I absorbed no shield.
So the...
Always.
See you later.
Until next.
The more
Looks
I
like
learn
this
about
room's
these
changed.
the less different they seem from
Is that your doing, Gaia?
Yes. I have repurposed the displays to track the cauldrons you have acquired data from.
Aloy,
It's good to see you.
I've been told of our enemy and their intention. Your friends showed me and gave me this, but all I really...
Welcome to the team. What are you looking at?
The others have been helping, so I thought I'd try to... This... If...
Yes.
How many?
As many as we need.
Such power.
You've had some... Any thoughts?
I admit, I was surprised to see Nutaru here. Farmers don't make for effective soldiers.
I'm told she rallied some in her tribe.
Interesting. Perhaps I'm mistaken.
Now that you know...
I'll be vulnerable.
For now.
I will leave the strategy to you. I trust you will point my blade where it will cut the deepest.
I should go. Feel free to check in.
I will. I overheard that... Do you require my assistance?
I'd rather have you and...
It shall be done. May the 10...
The angry orb. There she is.
You ready to head out?
Let's go.
Look at us. This distress call had to be up a really steep mountain, huh?
Merman.
What is that?
What the hell?
Well, that takes the keg.
Varl, see if there's anything over there.
On it.
We'll check out the battlefield. Let's start with that zenith. Well, there are obviously more zeniths than we know about.
Can't believe you fought one of them.
Almost didn't make it. Whatever the rebels did, it took down her shield. But why was she here? I can access her last communication file, but I'll use my focus to scan the battlefield too.
What about that crazy weapon the Zenith
High
had?
school out here. It looked like she can make it come and go at will. But it's gone now.
Yeah. Well, go do your thing. I'll wait here.
The Spectre had instructions to assist recovery of the asset. I wonder what this asset is. This'll be in my stash when I need it. Weapon's still hot. I need to know how it worked. But I'll have to check on it once it's cooled off. An Oseram with a focus. Looks like he was sending data on the weapons somewhere else. Looks like the rebels camped here for a while. Are they watching this area? Alright. I think I have an idea what happened here. I better get back to Erend. Well...
All right, she who sees the unseen. What did you find out?
This was a carefully planned attack. I found camping gear up there. The rebels must have been staking out this place for at least a few days. They were waiting for the Zeniths to show up. All so that they could test that weapon. The Zeniths have a personal shield that makes them invulnerable, but somehow the weapon got rid of it. The Oseram that was operating it was sending data on it somewhere else. It was probably just a prototype.
I've known tinkers that do that. I'd do a little trial run before breaking out the real thing. Well, I guess it's still a work in progress, if it blew up.
She was searching for something she lost. Her drone had instructions to recover something called the asset.
The asset? Is that the sub-function thing that you said could be here? Eleuthia?
I'm not sure. Come on, let's go talk to Varl. That's a long way down.
Something tunneled straight down into the mountain. Looks recent.
Whatever it was, it must have been powerful. That Zenith the rebels killed was looking for something called The asset. I don't know what it is, but my guess is it's somewhere down there.
All right, so we head down.
Erend, stay here and stand watch. That Zenith isn't the only one of its kind. I don't want to be caught by surprise if the others show up. Contact us by focus if you see anything.
Okay. Any trouble shows up, I'll call you.
Let's go. There's some kind of old-world ruin down here.
You said the Zeniths have their own backup of Gaia, right?
Yeah, from the Proving Lab.
So maybe they were after Eleuthia. Found its hiding spot, so it sent the distress signal.
Maybe. Looks like some kind of data center. I might be able to access the facility systems from that console. I've never seen a transmitter like this before. Looks like it's self-destructed. This was a Far Zenith research lab. It looks like a lot of data was beamcast from here recently. From that device nearby.
So Eleuthia's gone?
If it was ever here, then probably. But then why were the Zeniths still searching for the asset? Let's keep looking around. At least this one doesn't seem to have giant killer machines.
Or anything you can blow up.
Get this from my stash when I need it.
All this stuff. Wonder what they were doing here.
Well, knowing Far Zenith, probably discovering amazing things. For their own benefit.
Yeah. That sounds about right. Find anything that might tell us what the asset is?
I don't think so. This place is huge. Some kind of storage room, maybe.
Maybe the asset is in here somewhere.
If it is, somehow the Zenith couldn't find it. Let's look around. So, how is Erend taking all of this? Really?
Well, Gaia, the Zeniths, the Focus, it's a lot. But when I caught up to him in the Daunt and said you needed our help, he dropped everything and turned around.
Well, he's loyal. That's for sure. A control console. To access the storage units.
Can it tell us if the asset is in one of them?
No? Let's find out.
$236 containers in storage. Please enter the container number you'd like to retrieve.
236? Wasn't there a number in the distress signal?
You're right. I should check the log.
$236 containers in storage. Please.
Aloy. It's you. Skin's like ice. Must have cut this from her head. But why?
Hello, Elizabeth. Apologies, I don't know what else to call you. My name is Beta. I'm afraid I must be brief. I only have a few minutes before my keepers discover I'm missing, and I still need to remove this implant. I had hoped to find shelter with you, but if you're viewing this, I may be dead. Be careful when you take on Far Zenith. They are ruthless, and they have Eleuthia, Artemis, and Apollo now. But at least they don't have the Gaia kernel to merge them with. You must succeed, or this was all for nothing. Good luck. And goodbye.
So she's
still alive.
We need to get her back to...
Oh shit, they can fly? Aloy! Aloy, can you hear me through this thing?
What's going on, Erend?
Two of those spectral things just fell out of the sky. One of them is heading down towards you. The other one's waiting up here.
We're coming up. Stay in cover until I get there.
You got it.
Get her to cover in that room. Whatever happens, she stays with us.
I'll protect her.
I should prepare before the Spectre gets here. I can't let it get through to Varl on the clone. Here it comes! Ugly one, aren't you? I should scan that thing. See if it has any weak spots. Much better. That thing's quick. Stamina back first. There.
Are you okay, Aloy?
Yeah, I'm heading up top. Stay down here with the clone for now.
Got it. I'll follow once the coast is clear.
Get back up top and deal with that other Spectre. I just hope Aaron stays in cover.
Aloy!
Erend!
Yeah, the Spectre's dug its heels in. It's got me pinned down.
Hang tight. I'm almost there.
Just hurry.
Gotta get to Erend. Erend, I'm here.
Watch out.
Stay put. I'll see what I can do. He's not budging from that spot. I won't be able to sneak up on it if I stay out of its line of fire. It's got some kind of shield up. I'll just sneak around behind it. It'll be a tough fight if I take that thing head on. I could use it against the Spectre. Pain subsiding.
Get beaten up around Forge. Hit the weak spot.
Aloy, she's... Look, I swear I'm not drunk, but right now I'm seeing double.
Long story, but it'll have to wait.
She needs a healer, but we need to get her back to the base immediately.
Right. Yeah. Well, what are we waiting for then?
You two go on ahead. I need to take another look at that weapon. If I can figure out how that thing works, maybe the Zeniths won't be so invincible after all. I can grab this from my stash later. No. Damn it. Well, it's better than nothing. I need to get the weapon fragment to Gaia to analyze. If we can replicate it, maybe we'll have a way to defeat the Zeniths. I should check on the clone, too. Varl, where's our guest?
We're in the maintenance corridor below the control room. Aloy! Glad you made it back okay. She panicked after waking up and stumbled down here. I thought it best to wait for you.
I'll talk to her. Hello? It's Beta, right? My name's Aloy. What's wrong? Is it your injury?
Simulacrum withdrawal syndrome.
I don't understand.
Sudden removal of a neurologically integrated data device. The brain, especially the cerebellum, goes into a kind of sensory freefall. Everything real feels unreal. Distant.
Is there anything that can help?
Do you have a focus to spare? It's primitive, but I can make it work.
Yeah.
Booting up. So, Aloy, I suppose you want information.
About you and the Zeniths? Yeah. Why are they here? What do they want? How did they get you? But let's start at the beginning. I'm guessing they faked the destruction of their ship 1,000 years ago?
That seems consistent with their behavior. They wouldn't want to be followed.
So far, Zenith established a colony world after all.
Yes, for a few hundred years, but it didn't last. Some sort of natural disaster rendered it uninhabitable.
Okay, so the descendants of Far Zenith escaped a dying planet, and now they want to claim Earth for themselves?
Not their descendants.
What?
Not their descendants. It's them. The same ones who left Earth 1,000 years ago. You didn't know?
How can they still be alive? They don't even look... What did they do to themselves?
I believe it's a combination of pharmaceutical, cellular treatments, and technological implants.
And you? Does that mean that you're...
I'm not like them. I was made. On the way to Earth. On the ship. I spent years studying in my training interface, all so that I could serve my function.
Access and control of the terraforming system. But why? What do the Zeniths want with it?
When I discovered the Zero Dawn system had disseminated into its subcomponents, I thought my purpose was to fix it. But I don't think the Zeniths want that at all. I think they want to wipe Earth clean and start over.
So we're dealing with the same Far Zenith people who once lived on Earth. What else do you know about them?
They were some of the most affluent, and Gerard commands them. He's the one who decided to set up a base. The others, Eric, Tilda, Verbena, they resent his authority over them, but in the end, they always do what he says.
Eric. He's the one I fought back in the Hades Proving Lab.
He enjoys hurting people.
Yeah, I know. How did you escape the Zeniths?
Before the Hades Proving Lab, I never thought I'd get away from them. Even if I were to run, I'd never survive on my own in the wilds. But then I saw you. And I thought that maybe you could help me. So when the Zeniths pinpointed Eluthia's location in the biomedical research facility, I saw an opportunity.
You mentioned the Zeniths set up a base here on Earth. Where is it?
Off the coast, I think. Whenever I had to go on missions, I was transported inside of a Spectre drone. I couldn't see anything outside. But I did overhear the Zeniths talking about it once. They were discussing setting up a perimeter energy shield to repel the local fauna. I'm certain they have other security measures. Spectre patrols, machine lures. It must be impregnable.
What's inside the base?
Launch facilities, so they can shuttle back and forth to their ship in orbit. Plus, infrastructure to gather materials and fabricate anything they need.
Are there more Zeniths than the ones you met?
I'm not sure. I suppose there must be more of them in the base or back on the ship. For all I know, there could be more of them out in space, other survivors of the colony.
You said the Zenith's colony in the Sirius system was destroyed. What happened?
All I was ever told was that a natural disaster forced them to leave Sirius. I've speculated that it was an extrasolar object or a cataclysmic seismic event. Or maybe even an abnormally violent coronal mass ejection from Sirius A.
The Zeniths never told you any details.
They said the only thing that mattered was that they survived. First Earth, 1,000 years ago, and then Sirius.
Guess they survived old age, too. So the Zeniths want to exterminate life on Earth. That's what Gaia and I concluded, too. But why? Why kill everyone just to take over?
When they took me on missions with them, I saw how they butchered the tribal people we encountered. They didn't seem to care about a rejuvenated Earth, so I concluded that they must want a hard reboot of the system. Then they can redesign it to be exactly what they want.
Mass extinction for their own comfort? Who thinks like that? Well, without their Gaia kernel, they'll have a hard time doing that. The Zeniths needed Elizabeth's gene print to access Zero Dawn facilities. So they made you. Trained you. And you went along with it?
They told me I was born to interface with the Zero Dawn system. When we reached Earth, I pieced together what must have happened to Gaia and her subordinate functions. That's when I started to realize I wasn't meant to fix Gaia. That they must have made me so I could do what their remote extinction signal failed to do. Reboot Earth for their own benefit.
So you know about the extinction signal?
It was speculation, but the only logical conclusion why Gaia suddenly self-destructed after operating efficiently for centuries. Gaia would have only undertaken such a desperate course of action if it had detected a threat to life on Earth that was more dangerous than ceasing function altogether. I should have realized that she would also order the recreation of Elizabeth Sobek to rebuild her.
Yeah, well, surprise. You said you saw an opportunity to escape when you went to capture Eleuthia. What did you do, exactly?
Whenever I was taken out on a mission to recover a subordinate function, only one of the Zeniths would go with me.
The one the rebels killed, outside the facility.
But Baina's dead? How did they bypass her shield?
I'm looking into it. But you were talking about your escape?
Well, when it was time to use the Zenith's transmitter to send Eleuthia back to base, I also sent the encrypted transmission. Then I distracted Verbena long enough to seal myself in the ectogenic chamber, altering the facility's log so it appeared that there were only 236 containers.
And the Gaia root kernel?
I told them I could capture Eleuthia faster if I had it with me, and they believed me.
Well done. You said you were born on the way to Earth. In an artificial womb, I'm guessing?
The Zeniths had an ectogenic chamber aboard the ship. An updated version of the one you found me in. They must have used a stored sample of Elizabeth's DNA.
I doubt Elizabeth would have let them take her DNA. Do you know how they got it?
That wasn't part of the archive I was allowed to access.
You said you spent years studying in a training interface. Was this archive you mentioned part of that?
But only the parts I was permitted to access. Aristotle and Aspasia, the avatars of the archive, would assign me learning modules and evaluate my progress.
Wait, those names. They were designed to be the virtual guides for the Apollo database, before Ted Faro purged it.
The Zeniths have a copy.
So it still exists. And you got to learn from it.
Only what was deemed pertinent to the mission. If I requested information outside of my parameters, my tutors would deny it.
To have all that knowledge, just out of reach. Must have been frustrating. All right, I think that's enough for now. Do you want to come upstairs, or...
So how long? You know, your plan. How long before Gaia's fabricated a machine army to defeat the Zeniths?
How did you know?
Optimal strategy, so?
Well, I still have to get 2 more subordinate functions before Gaia's powerful enough to absorb Hephaestus.
What? You don't have Hephaestus already?
Gaia's still figuring out how to capture it. It's not confined to a single location. Of course not! You didn't even know who the Zeniths really are. You were supposed to be further along by now. Coming here was a mistake. They're gonna find me. They're gonna find this place and take me back. This was all for nothing. They're not going to find us. Gaia's using Minerva to mask our location. What difference does it make? You're too far behind. We're never going to beat them. Everything. Everyone. They're gonna die. Hey. Calm down. You're here now, right? So is there anything you can do to help? I have certain knowledge sets. And given your state of progress, expertise you probably lack. Geoengineering, of course. Computer science, physics, biology, chemistry. Okay. Well, see if you can do something with that. Talk to Gaia. I'll check on you later.
How'd it go?
Her injury's not that bad, but I think she regrets coming here. Feeling might be mutual.
I'll come back later and talk to her. See if I can learn anything.
I should get the weapon fragment to Gaia.